people, it's me, Joanna, and welcome to this week's Instant Body Booster. These are my 15 minutes stretch mobility exercises just to help de-desk our body. So we've been spending lots of time in a seated position. Our postures are often compromised, but also we tend to neglect maybe our glutes and specifically the tummy, the core area. And this session is all about tummy toning and really sort of waking up the core area with simple, quick, easy exercise, both standing and on a chair. So there's going to be no discomfort to the neck, which can often be a bit of a problem when maybe we actually do traditional abdominal exercises in terms of sit-ups. People can often feel discomfort in this area. So it's a really nice way to complement, obviously, your hip lift with WalkActive, but really importantly, to increase the space between the sternum and the pubic bone, which can really become compressed when we're sitting down a lot. So it's going to be great for your internal organs, help cosmetically flatten the area, improve our posture, and also functionally really good for our spine as well. So come on in, lovely people. I hope you're really well. Come and say hello, hello, hello. And you're going to need a setup like this. So I've got my mat, which I'm not really lying on, but just gives me a nice sort of firm surface, and I have my chair. All right, so if you're ready, we're going to start this session standing up. So just give yourself a little bit of a shake out, just see how you're feeling, just wriggle through your feet a little bit. And we're going to start by taking a big deep breath in. So breathe in really nice and tall. And just take a moment to really assess where you are with the height of your body today, especially if you've been sitting down and everything's compressed. So really feel that you're pressing into the ground with your feet and feel the growth and the length coming from the feet over the ankle joint, up over the knee joint, over the hip, and lovely length through specifically the pubic bone, the study people lifting up, and continue that up, but check the distance between the shoulders. Now breathe there for one moment, spin the arms behind you, and then just lift and interlink the hands just gently, and just lift the heart chakra up. And we're just going to lift and lower the arms just a couple of times, just to open up the chest, because obviously when we tend to be sitting in the seat, often the shoulders come forward a bit. One more time, lift up, good job. And we're going to take a deep breath in again, breathe in, stretch up tall, and then bring the arms down and reverse how you interlink the hands. So it just may feel a little bit awkward. Just do 4 more here, just to open up that shoulder area. Because when we're sitting down, we often find we're rolling forward. So just opening it up, nothing too strenuous, just saying, hello body, how are we doing? And relax there. Okay, we're going to go into our first exercise. So have the feet about hip distance apart. So with your global greeting, thumb and little finger, just check that's a good distance between your two big toes coming up through the knees, through the hips. Take a big deep breath in and really feel the stretch. And take a moment, again, specifically pubic bone to sternum. The spine stays straight, long in the tailbone. So we're going to really target the waistline area. One arm comes down and energize that hand to the bottom corner of your room, and this one is going to come over. So think about the quality of how you move this. So the first part of this exercise is a stretch. So energizing the top hand, energizing that bottom hand. Key thing is that you'll feel a stretch on this side of the outer body, but I want you to have length here between the ribs and the hips, so you're not crunched in here. Lift and lengthen. Okay, wriggle the fingers both sides so you know you're there. Good job. Now from here, you're going to reach actively in both directions 8 times. So you're going to go 8 and 7, drawing in through the abdominals and up. So you give me a 4 more, nice and gently. 3, the bottom hand is the important part here, 2, and 1 more. Hold the stretch, and then energize into the top arm, and then bring it back down. Thumbs come to your thighs, lift and scrunch the earlobes up to the shoulders, or the other way around, shoulders up to the earlobes. Rotate the and just relax it down, nice and loose. Do 1 more of these. So those of you may be familiar, this is my WalkActive shoulder shrug. So my thumbs importantly are to my thighs. I scrunch it up, I rotate it round, and I drop it down just nice and loose. So we get this nice openness here. When we're slumped, we really want to open that area. Now do the same thing on the other side. So here's my big stretch. Really educate these abdominal muscles to have length between these 2 points. Give important space to those internal organs. The bottom arm comes down, reach it that way, top arm comes over. Now start it off as a stretch, so you feel how you give yourself space in that internal organ area to begin with. Reach, and then from here you're just going to take it to a pulsing action. Check the distance between earlobes and shoulders, energize the fingertips. Here we go. So I'm going to go 8 and 7 and 6. Nice and smooth. Really energizing the top hand. Check the distance here between the ribs and the hips so we're not falling into the area. 4 more here, 3 more here, 2 more here, 1 more. Hold the stretch. Good job. Ease up and out of it. Okay, come back to your shoulder shrug. So thumbs here, scrunch up, rotate round and down. So we're just relaxing the core for a little bit while we work this area. Scrunch up, rotate round and down. Good job. Now shake the hands out, come back, take the arms up above the head again, and one leg is going to come out to the side. Now get the setup right to begin with because it will really help with the effectiveness of the exercise. This side of my body is straight. This side of my leg is out. My foot is slightly angled out. I'm reaching out. Now, take the one arm down and point it towards that foot really strongly, almost like I'm trying to touch that toe. Reach over with this hand so I get much more of a length through my body. Hold the stretch to begin with. So hold it for 4 more and 3 more and 2 more. And now, check the distance here. Make it that dynamic toning exercise into your waist. So we're going to reach across, creating all that fantastic space that may have been slightly scrunched from sitting down. So I've got 2 more. Energize that bottom hand, keep the distance, hold it here so it's a stretch again. But this hand, lovely people, I'm just using this as a way to check that I'm not slumped here. So just do that for yourself so that you work into the waistline as well as stretch. 2 more, 1 more, stretch into the top arm, bring the leg through and walk through the feet. So you may well feel a bit longer through that side, which is a really great thing. We're going to do the same thing on the other side, okay? Add your thumbs to first of all. So scrunch up, rotate round, down, nice and loose. 1 more time, thumbs here, scrunch up, round and down, nice and loose. So the arms come up. Good job. Take that leg out. Slightly rotate that hip forward so that you actually, A, come square to me, and you also get a little bit more lengthening through the outer leg. Reach up, 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 and then take the bottom hand and you're going to point it actively towards that foot, and this one comes out. Keep the distance here, and distance here. So the setup is really important. Hold the stretch to begin with. Breathe for me. Good job. Now we're going to add the pulsing. Are you ready? Here we go. So actively energize into that bottom hand, up, reach, and at the same time, I'm drawing my abdominals in, but quarterly up. Okay, I've got 2 more here. 2. Hold this one here. Reach. Breathe for me. Reassess. Length, 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 length. Lots of things to think about in terms of length. And then you're going to stretch into that top arm and bring the arm down. Good. Walk through the feet. Let's do that 1 more time. So take the arms up, okay, take the leg out, take that arm up, that one down, and go straight. Once you've got into that setup position, reassess where we are, get your length, get the length, radiate pulses. So 8 and 7. Try to ease into it. So it's nothing too vigorous, but it's actually working through length and space and strength. You've got 2 more, 1 more. Good job. Now bring the other arm to join it. So really reach. Energize those fingertips away. Bring that leg in so you're slightly out of balance with the center of gravity. So you've got to draw in and up and come up the center. Spin the arms down. Good job. All right, that feel okay? Last time on this side, then we're going to go onto the chair. So take a deep breath in. Reach up. Take that leg out, okay? That one comes, oops, the other way. That one comes up. Reach over, and we're going to go straight into the pulses. Are you ready? Here we go. So reach across, create space. So think length through the torso so the abdominal muscles become flatter and longer and leaner. Let's do 1 more. Hold it here. Now energize the bottom hand, wriggle those fingers, join it, hold it there, hold. Good job. Bring that leg in, hold the stretch, reach, abdominals come in and up. Ready, and then reach up to the top, spin them wide. Good job. Okay, come down to your chair. Now, from here, what I'd like you to do is take a seated position. I'm going to show you from the side. Come a little bit further forward, okay? Now, a couple of things to think about your setup. First of all, take your global greeting. Thumb comes into your ribs, little finger to your hip bone. Doesn't really matter quite where, I just want you to feel like you've got 2 points of reference. So for me, I probably have it not right at the front, probably about 2/3 round from here. Now keep that length. If I was slumped, those 2 points are closer together, okay? If I actually did a lean back, those those 2 points get further away, and I want to keep those 2 points furthest away, but because I'm going straight up. So the abdominals are going to come in a little bit and lift up. So it's all about getting this area to have space and length. There should be a feeling of lengthening here. Now, what I'd like you to do is actually take one leg out just a little bit and just angle the foot out. So you're exposing the inner part of your knee to the ceiling. Keep your global greeting here, so you've got to keep the length. And what I'm going to ask you to do is just to lift and lower this leg by an inch, nothing more. So it's really small, and I'm going to use my lower abdominals to help lift that leg. So put my hand here by your pubic bone, right down by your sort of bits, okay? And feel more distance between your pubic bone and your belly button. So you're going to lift up and come down. With dominant work, the leg will want to do a lot of the work here, but I'd like you to feel how you're creating length and space in the abdominals, and I'm also drawing in the abdominals each time I lift the leg up. This is quite deceptive. Just do 2 more for me, 2, and 1 more. Hold it up, rest it down, come back down, check your alignment, walk through the feet. Let's do the same on the other side. So reassess where we are, okay? Come back to your slumps and notice how those 2 points are closer together. Lift up. It's not a back bend, it's a lift here. And then take this leg out just slightly, angle it a little bit. So you might be on the outside of the foot. I've got my inner knee exposed to the ceiling, and that's going to help minimize the hip flexors. Lift up, keep the length, put the lower hand here between just above the pubic bone, and I'm going to lift up and down. I'm going to lift up and down, so it's quite deceptive. What you want to be thinking about is, as I'm lifting, my abdominals are pulling away from my lower hand. Okay, lift up, so really concentrate. Even if you feel nothing much is happening here, visualize those troublesome lower belly muscles kind of drawing in. Just do 1 more here. Lift, rest that leg down, turn it round, just give them a bit of a shake because they'll feel it. Walk through the feet, see how that felt. Take the arms above your head, stretch up, and we're going to move on. So from here, take one hand and you're going to rest it on this knee, just nice and gently, okay? This hand with your global greeting is going to come to your ribs and come to your little finger. So you keep that length, really important. These look very subtle, but they can be very effective. You take time to get the setup right. So this hand is resting lightly on the knee. This hand is really working on the length between the ribs and the hips. So this means I'm targeting this area. Now, from here, I'm just going to literally try to come round to touch my knee, and then I'm going to come back to center. So my knees and my feet and my hips are facing in that direction. It's my upper torso that's coming around, and I'm maintaining the length with my global greeting to check my body. So I'm giving you cues to help you execute the movements correctly, okay? This is subtle. So as you're doing this, I want you to think about drawing in from here and keeping the length. So it's almost like rib coming to hip. That's the bit that's working. Come in and across. Can we do 4 more? So keep the length. If you feel that you're slumping down here, you're not really going to get anything. It will just feel like you're moving. So I want the discipline. Come across, come back. And again, come across and come back. Take a rest. Reassess where you are. If you're unsure, come back to a slump. Lift up. Come back to that lean back. So you keep those distances apart and then you lengthen up. So we're training those abdominals to have length and strength and space and flatness. Now, from here, the hand that was resting on the knee is just going to reach across, and then we're going to come all the way over to paint the sky, keeping that leg. So you're reassessing here, and then you're just going to open up that shoulder. Take a deep breath in here, and then stretch through the fingertips and come all the way around to the back. So again, knees, feet, and hips are always facing that way. We're going to do that again. So reach up, paint the sky, keep the length, reassess where you are with your global greeting here, between the thumb and the ribs. So you're keeping that length. Stretch the hand, reach round. Good job. We're going to do that 1 more time. So long through the fingertips, reach up, draw those abdominals in and up as we're coming round. Open up the chest, deep breath in. Good job. Stretch the hand and then come back. Okay, everybody good? Hover your hands, just check they're okay. Hover the hands, happiness, that's what I say. And then from here, we're going to actually put the same on the other side. So here's my global greeting. I'm going to do this one facing front so you can see what I'm doing. My hands are here, all right? Now, keeping that length, so I'm not slumped, I'm lifted up. This hand is light on my hand, and I'm just going to basically come around here and then come back. So start almost thinking rib to hip, and keep the length here and here. So it's touch, come back, keep the length. So it's almost like a seated sit up, but there's no strain on the neck. Lift and come back. You've really got to think about drawing in and coming around. If you're a little bit unsure, if you really slump into it, you'll feel that nothing is working. So I want you to lift up and come around. It's almost like you've got a beach ball here, and I'm coming round and over it and back. Let's just do a couple more here. Round and come back. Think about the quality of your movement. Round and come back. Good job. Now hold it here. Reassess where you are with your thumb and your little finger. Get that length. This is subtle. Think about it. Stimulate those muscles to come in away from your hand. And then from here, put that hand there if you want, or keep it here with your global greeting. You're going to reach across and reach then all the way around. Paint that sky and have this lovely opening of the torso. So when we get this area long, we also improve our posture, which is so great. Take a deep breath in, stretch the arm, and we're going to come all the way around. How are we doing? Okay. Touch the hand here, and let's do that 2 more times. So we're going to reach, paint the sky, keep that length around here, lift. Notice my feet and my hips are facing forward, so I'm not rotating around here. Keep them fixed. So again, this allows us to work into the waistline. Last one here, gorgeous people. This one's going to come around to the back, around to the front, and then finish it. So last one, keep that global greeting, keep those abdominal muscles, specifically the internal obliques, having tautness and length. Keep that stretch, draw in, feet and hip are facing forward. Last one, come to the front. Good job. Now hover the hands to happiness. We're going to come to a standing position, so I'll just show you sideways. From here, weight in the heel bone, get ready. We're going to extend up. Well done. Face to front, and we're going to finish with 1 abdominal J, which is my standing WalkActive exercise. So from here, if you're unsure, there's actual tutorial on this on my YouTube channel as well. Start with your fingertips by your belly button, slight bend the knees. If you feel you're going to grip your bum, turn the ankles out. Are we ready? So we're going to come down with the hands, so we're down here by the pubic bone, and then slight tilt under just to kind of initiate that scoop at the front part of the abdominals, and then I'm getting this lovely length between the pubic bone and the sternum. From here, I've got my transverse really drawn in. I have distance between the rectus abdominis all the way between pubic bone and sternum. I'm going to relax the shoulders down, still drawing that in, keeping the length. And I'm going to taper into that rib cage so that the ribs aren't flaring out. They're tapered in, and they're going to finish it here with my global greeting. So I'm drawing in and up, tapering down and flattening the abdominals. And I'm going to keep breathing, okay, for 10 and 9 and 8. Feel how your flesh comes away from your clothes. 7 and 6. Keep breathing for me. How are we doing? All right. 4 more. 3 more. So we're neat with the body. 2 and 1. And relax down. Good job. Take a deep breath in. Well done, under people. Thank you so much for joining me for today's quick, easy, instant body booster, which we're targeting the tummy tone area and wake up core. So this area should feel kind of warm now. And this is a really great one to come back and revisit on a regular basis so that we really target this area. Okay. So join me, lovely people. We're going to send a love around the world. So here's our big hug. Are you ready? I will be back, and come back and revisit this. This is a really good one. After the count of 3, here we go. 3 and 2 and 1. Whoosh. It's gone. Thank you so much, lovely people. That was tummy toner and wake up core. No pain on the neck, but really working on getting length and strength and space. So we create hopefully an area that's flatter and trimmer, but also supports the spine and opens up the posture. So the whole abdominal area becomes and looks and feels much better as well. So hope you go on, leave me a message below, and I look forward to hearing your comments, and hopefully join me for my next live stream, which will be on Wednesday and Friday this week. And of course, if you're on this catch up, I hope you've had a great day, and leave me a comment below. Take care, lovely people. Bye-bye.